Hello and welcome to another update video about AVAX. In this video we want to take a look at the structure here that is moving to the upside. We currently can identify a potential breakout here that happened over the weekend. We talked about it yesterday. I explained that due to the break above $40, the next key target is 54, even though the highest probability part of this move has been done. Remember that whenever we had the breakout originally, that sort of the $30 to $40 level was mentioned as a key target for this A wave here. Now that we've even broken above 40, I mean the highest probability element of this rally is likely done. We can now take it level by level. I mean the next target would be $54, but do we get there? It's a bit uncertain. As long as certain micro support levels are holding, I think we can focus on it, so let's dive into it. Just note that I see the move up as a corrective rally for now, which is either the wave A of a larger wave 2, which should unfold as follows: A, B, C. That's sort of what I'm following. Or if we go much higher and even exceed $54, but reaching 54 would already increase the potential for that this is already all of wave 2, okay? That's just something to mention because it's moving so high that it's getting a little too long for an A wave, which means, but the structure looks corrective. So, you know, it could indeed be all of wave 2. We'll see. Doesn't matter to me as long as the uptrend is unfolding. I'm tracking an uptrend. If we break above $84, or let's say 85 it is. No, 1 second, let's zoom out. It's actually 86. $86, once that level breaks, it would unlock maybe even a move towards all-time high territory. But first of all, the market would need to prove that to us because the decline really looks like a 5-wave pattern. So rather on the bearish side. I could be wrong about that interpretation, which is why we have the Fibonacci levels to guide us. So the Fib levels always tell us when probabilities are shifting. In this case, from a potential reaction to the downside to a higher likelihood uptrend. But we've got that scenario on the chart as well. I mean, we have a scenario for all-time highs. It's just that the market would need to prove it first because the rally initially was a very clear 3-wave move. You can see that labeled as an ABC structure. So the move down actually looks like a 5-wave pattern. Yeah, you can probably get away counting that somehow as a 3-wave move, but it looks quite impulsive to the downside. And therefore, you know, even as a diagonal, you can interpret it to the downside as a wave 1, basically, now with that wave 2 rally. So it's worth knowing about the yellow wave count just for risk management purposes. And then we're tracking the microstructure to understand which count is currently in play. At the moment, the white count, which is the more bullish one and would allow for a move to all-time highs, as well as the yellow one, they are basically moving together in the very short term at the moment. So there is really no difference between the two, because in the white wave count, we are basically in a C wave to the upside. And we know that with a break above $86, the yellow count will reduce in likelihood and it's then more the white one. But as long as the microstructure points towards further upside, we're just tracking the upside, okay? Just note that the Elliott wave counts, so we never want to trade the counts, we want to trade the levels. The Elliott wave counts give us the levels to watch, and they also tell us when something more bullish is going to become more likely, and the yellow count reduces in likelihood. And that will be a break above $86. So going to the 4-hour chart, you can see here that we are moving up likely in this C wave of the A wave. And the C wave is characterized by 1-2-1-2 setup. We likely topped here in circle wave 3, circle wave 4, circle wave 5 is now ongoing. Now on this time frame, there are also a couple of scenarios to watch. First of all, the idea is we could be in the 5th wave already. That could take us to that $54 level, yeah, which is the next main Fibonacci level because there is not much structural resistance. If that is the case, then we are likely moving in wave 5, which would be an ending diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll see if that can actually take us to that $54 level. To be honest, it's probably not yet. No, that's not the wave 3 yet. Okay, so if that is, so wave 3 ideally would reach 48, so 47, 48. And we should get 4, 5, and that could take us to 54. That's sort of how I would see this yellow wave count play out, but it would need to would need to hold here the $37 level as key support. Yeah, so the third wave would normally ideally reach the 1.38 extension, at the minimum the 1.236. So let's go to the, okay. And then this is just an A, B of wave 3. That's sort of how I would see it. In a different interpretation, circle wave 4 is still running. So that means very simply, as soon as wave 2 breaks, here this low at $37, we're likely dealing with a reset of wave 4 in the support area. Okay, that support area is still relevant. Yeah, it's still relevant. And it would just be an A wave down, overshooting B wave, but we would now need to see a break below that wave 2 low to confirm that. For now, as long as we're making higher highs and higher lows, I would assume we are in this ending diagonal currently to the upside towards $54. That's my update about AVAX. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.